Welcome to your astrological natal chart forecast report. Welcome. This is the Peace Dealer. And right off the bat, so very honored to not only do this for another fellow Gemini gang or Gemini clan or Angel clan representative. We see your super messenger here, but you're also born June 11. Shout out to the 20-degree Gemini clan gang or whatever. Yeah, I'm also June 11, and I just think it's amazing how within the span of like 30 days, I've given at least 4 or 5 different readings to people born June 11. So I'm going to take that as a message for me. But, oh my gosh, your chart is so awesome. One thing that I love about 83 Geminis is you're the captain of your destiny group. You are a truther. And look at that. You fight for the truth. And you're a 7th house sun. So you fight for this truth as it pertains to other people. You're not going to shove truth down people's throats, but they're going to get this work. They're going to get this work. God forbid, like, God is literally, when someone needs to know the truth, Keara, God is going to send you to them. And you're going to trigger them so much until they accept the truth. Now, you're not shoving it down people's throats, but they going to get this work. Okay, so I just want to illustrate that. So you have your rising in Sag. What's very important about this Leo season, as we can see juxtaposed, if we're going to take just August, we have 9 degrees Leo to 8 degrees Virgo. We're going to see Venus reach the end of Cancer. We're going to see this retrograde energy continue to move backwards, and Mars is going to finally be ready to station. One thing I want you to pay attention to is being born in 83. You have this Libra energy that's being squared for the first time ever by Pluto. And this Plutonian square, which is even more relevant for you because you also have Saturn squaring, is the first time and last time ever in your whole life, ever, that you will have this square. All right? Saturn will come back around every 30 years. But the fact that Saturn is with Pluto here is monumental. And we're going to see this fully clear over the rest of this year. And this represents a definitive breakthrough concerning the self-esteem and value that you will now continue to raise based on how you sense this with where you belong and other people. See, 11th house, 2nd house squares is feeling valuable with other people. If you don't feel as valuable, you're not going to be as confident. Other people can undermine your value if they don't trust you or if you don't trust them. And so you're breaking through these trust issues by not only transforming the level of value in yourself, but putting yourself in a position to very powerfully and very realistically change this narrative to where up until this point, there could have been that uphill battle. Now it's no longer a battle. You're walking downhill from the mountain and you're coming into victory and you're coming into success. Celebrate the rest of this year because this has been difficult to go through. It's specific to 81, 82, and 83, and you owe it to yourself because now all this Libra energy connects with Gemini. You've been ruthless. You've been fearless in your expression of truth to people because it's your destiny. And people are going to get this work whether they want to or not. And that's why I love your Sag energy because you don't just tell people the truth. You show and tell. That's your vibration. Show and tell. Every day with you is show and tell. And what do you show and tell? You show people how they got you effed up. No, I'm joking. You show people the truth of who they are. That's your destiny. It is literally your destiny. And considering that there's so much fakeness in the world and people are so deluded, people may not like what you show them. But it's the truth. And so they gonna get this work. In fact, this is even more amazing because your mind is mastered in Mercury on Chiron. So you're very much so a healer naturally in order to express and enunciate what needs to be expressed primarily to really fulfill this authority of social power you're meant to express to build the right, fair, artistic communities. Last year, you went through your first chapter with your Jupiter return, 12-year cycle. Now you're in chapter 2. Next year, you'll be chapter 3. Chapter 1 was when I became the peace dealer, but it was in Taurus. You came into a much higher level awakening here because not only are you an angel, you're a holy angel, Cancer, Moon, Gemini. And so this is what is going to show, based on the hard work you've done over the past 7 years, how much this has added to your character. And now, based on the second chapter of development and growth, what you're ready to manifest. The second house Capricorn extent of this is to now create and produce the level of value and worth, trining Uranus in your sixth to automate this income in an unconventional nature of how you work, so that once we step into Virgo season, you're now able to define more than ever, for the first time ever, because now Saturn and Jupiter is in the Capricorn equation, the job title, the reputation, and the legacy you're ready to actually fulfill, which will manifest Pisces season of 2021, mark my words. And so this period is characterized by the struggle and delays in growth that go into producing and putting in the work to build your self-esteem, evidenced more so by the square of Pluto and Cap, which you'll be breaking through forever. So Venus, that's coming out of Gemini with the moon and coming into your 8th, is now taking this polishing of your status as creator angel, Miss Show and Tell, and how you now dive deeper into intimate connections, forging trust based on this inner receptive, intuitive Neptune in your 4th in Pisces, having you gain more divine understanding of what's happening in ways that will only make sense to you and the woke. We see Mars is getting ready to retrograde in your 5th, which is opposing this Libra energy, taking the fullness of your individual raw action and not only having to deal with this inhibitive sense of self-esteem that can get in the way of that, but literal other people who may play favorites or who may play too cool for school and undermine your independent accuracy. The goal here is to balance this so that they're both in tune. But you're balancing the god of war with the planet of death and karma. They beefing. It's on site. They always beefing. And so this is going to, of course, be the breakthrough process with which you can free the right for you to do what the hell you want. It's literally as simple as that, without there having to be some type of social dilemma, without there having to be gossip about it. It's you taking your individual creative talent to directly deal and handle this sense of people. And this is not always meant to be bad. I'm just giving an extreme case where it could be. This is more meant to be empowering, because going into Virgo season, Mars is going to retrograde, and this is going to have you reevaluate the courage and confidence with which you even take individual raw action in the first place. And because we have this Cap energy still retrograde in your 2nd, this, even though relative to this apocalypse cycle that's going on, crashing the economy and just basically preparing us for this new age, this, despite any delays or rough, tough times it may give you in finances, is securing your greatest wealth. You're about to be richer than you're about to be more wealthy than you could have ever imagined. And that's because of the hard work you're putting in now. Once all this goes into your 3rd, then this is about, with Jupiter and Saturn and Aquarius, building the network with which you can find people to invest in what you've built for your 2nd house. So the best part of this is you're going through a nodal return. And that makes you more important than most people, okay? Because the nodes are going to be imbuing its essence through you to reset and relaunch a new 20-year destiny mission, to complete the old one you did, which once again is just showing and telling. Like, you're destined to basically reveal the truth to people, whether they like it or not. And this is where you're not just revealing the truth to people. You have Neptune, you have Uranus, you have Jupiter on your south node, which is like literal gods, and the instrument quality of these gods in an effort to now, through clairvoyant visions and creative ability, literally show the full and total truth aggressively and assertively to whoever needs it, whoever wants and needs this work. Okay? So once again, Leo season is going to bring all of this out into the light. relative to what Cancer season transformed, and strengthen this sense of courage that 6 months from now will develop into a stronger, knowledgeable attitude, balancing intellect with passion, leading into Virgo season end of August, that will begin to not only flesh a lot of this generated energy physically, but get you paid. You stay blessed as always, and until next time.